again. All right, cool. Let me go live. So, what up, Coach? Episode 1. You got notes over there. I see you.
Yeah, I wrote my list now, and I even got them separated into categories, but you can't see that because I got my list now, and I got them separated into categories, 4 different categories.
All right, I'm about to go live.
What do you think?
3, 2, 1. I think we live. I'll let you know if I pop on my phone, and I'm gonna tag you on it from my phone.
Yeah, I just got a notification.
Okay. All right. Let me tag you though. Tag you. Edit privacy, because Facebook be hating on me every time.
Definitely, for sure. It wouldn't be right if they didn't.
It wouldn't be Facebook if they didn't.
For sure.
I'm trying to tag you on it. Maybe can I re-edit so I can make it so it can go live on your page too? Facebook don't want nobody to be great tonight, bro.
They never do.
That's all it is. Mark Zuckerberg be hating.
They never do. That man got all that money. He can't find nothing else better to do.
I'm telling you, they just be like, I know this worked. Let's stop making it work. All right, so what up, Coach?
What's up, Coach?
Episode 1 of the What Up, Coach show, right? I'm one of your hosts, Coach Jamal Flono.
I'm your other host. I'm your co-host, Coach Tony Bourne.
Okay, and we in here. So this is Locker Room Talk for Black Men in America, right? I know some of y'all women gonna hop on and stuff like that, and we cool with that too. But this is Locker Room Talk for Black Men in America. So we're gonna be talking about views from black men. Tonight we're gonna be talking about sports, amongst some other things. We just be chopping it up. That's what we do. So get used to seeing our faces. We had a discussion earlier, and we were like, man, that would have been perfect for a podcast. So we said, guess what? We're gonna start a podcast.
Just like that. Literally. Right here.
So let me know y'all checking in from, man. Y'all watching the replay. Let me get a hashtag replay gang in the comment section. Hashtag replay gang in the comment section. I see a couple people hopped on here. Y'all let me know what's popping. So talking Coach. So tell them about what was talking about earlier, bro.
All right, so as you can see in my background, I am in the middle of a bunch of guys that play basketball really, really good. A bunch of young guys that play basketball really, really good. And so tonight we're going to rank these players 1 through 9. All right, 1 through 9. So we got a list of players. We're gonna rank them 1 through 9. So we're not making a team. We're just, Jamal, Coach, if you was the GM and you was in a draft and you had to pick these players, who would you pick first down to the 9th person? And so for the people, I'm gonna give you all the players in no particular order. And you can give us your list. Drop it in the comments. All right, drop it in the comments. But the players that we're looking at, so you see we got Anthony Edwards. All right, we got LaMelo Ball. All right, we got Jason Tatum, Trae Young. All right, we got Ja Morant. We got Donovan Mitchell. We got Zion Williams, Devin Booker. Shout out to the home team. All right, and we got Luka Doncic. All right, so those are 9 players. All right, those are 9 players that we were randomly asked to rank from 1 through 9. So, Coach, which way you want to go? You want to go like 9 to 1, or you want to go like 1 to 9? I think we should go probably 9 to 1.
I like 9 to 1. And shout out to the sports room, man. I'm about to drop this in the sports room too, because they was inspiration for this list. They had this post. So shout out to the sports room.
Yeah, definitely shout out to them. They keep it going in there.
And some of the opinions are outlandish, but
Yeah, somebody said Tebow was gonna make the team in there too.
I remember that. He's gonna be a beast.
I'm about to go find that post. Somebody in there argued me up and down that Tim Tebow was gonna be a good NFL tight end, and I was like, listen, I could be a better NFL tight end than Tim Tebow. Okay, so yeah, so but that's not the topic tonight. So right. Yeah, shout out to the sports room, man. So let's just jump into it, Coach.
All right, so I'm gonna do my number 9 first. And I'll let you do number 9.
Who's your number 9?
My number 9 was LaMelo.
LaMelo. All right.
LaMelo is my number 9.
Rookie of the year, though, bro.
I know.
Rookie of the year. Hey, look, I seen a post where they was talking about LaMelo, and they're like, man, all the they LaMelo makes a chest pass and they go crazy. What an amazing chest pass. You know
right.
LaMelo throw a pass and the dude do a 360 dump between the legs, and they just like, what about the pass?
Yeah. So who you got for number 9, Coach? Who you got for
number 9? I gotta go Ant-Man. Okay. All right. Anthony Edwards. Okay. No disrespect. He balled out. He should have been rookie of the year. But LaMelo had built up enough momentum to hold him off toward the end of the year. Then he came back because LaMelo was supposed to be out for the rest of the year with that wrist injury, but he came back and he had built up enough momentum to hold Ant off. So I'm gonna go with Anthony Edwards at my number 9 spot. But he did catch the best body of the year.
Did he?
Yeah.
It was nasty.
Definitely the best.
Obviously, my number 8 is then, right?
Okay.
It's gonna be Ant-Man.
Okay.
And and obviously, as you can see, my shirt, it's still hometown cooking. You know what I'm saying? Because from the crib,
putting on for the city.
I get it, but honestly, I like Ant-Man is like a throwback to the era that I was really fond of. That's when we had the Kobe's and the Dwayne Wade's and T-Max. He has that athleticism. He's a 2 guard that gets buckets. That's what he do. And I always like 2 guards that get buckets.
I could definitely see him in the late 90s. I could definitely see his game translating into the late 90s. Yeah. Definitely for sure. So, my number 8 is your number 9. But I got Melo at number 8. And the reason why I got Melo over Ant is because, like I said, Melo won Rookie of the Year. And, I feel like Melo got a higher ceiling. And so I had to, all that being included, I had to give Melo the nod over Ant. But those 2 players, right? I kind of put those 2 players in my something to prove category. All right, something to prove. It's almost like they should not have been here because, it's some fire names on this list, and they just have not done quite enough to really be in this conversation for real. Right. And so we kind of in agreement with that. But I got Melo 8 and Ant-Man number 9. I'm gonna go and jump into my number 7.
All right.
Ja Morant.
Okay.
Ja Morant. And no disrespect. I feel crazy because Ja Morant gets buckets. I love his game, but you compare him to some other people on the list, and he's just not quite there yet with star power and with consistency and production. So I got Ja Morant number 7. What you got, Coach?
I also have Ja number 7. And honestly, I think Ja, Melo, and Edwards should all be in that something to prove because neither one of them have ever been an all-star.
Okay. I could see that. I got Ja in the almost category because I feel like Ja is ascending, you know what I mean? And he's been ascending for multiple years. So I got him in that almost. Huh?
He's only his 2nd season.
Exactly. But he's been ascending. He got better both years. And he took his team to the playoffs. So I got him in that almost category.
Okay.
All right, and now I'm finna get controversial. I mean, I'm glad we not in the same room because I ain't want to see when people have us rumbling on the you know what I mean, on the Zoom, on the Facebook Live, on the podcast show. But I got Trae Young, number 6. All right, I got Trae number 6. Coach, you went mute when I said that. I couldn't even hear you.
Number 6. That's I don't know, bro. I don't know if you notice what's going on right here. Right. Number 6. That seemed like a real stretch to me because this guy just went to the Eastern Conference Finals, and and before the only thing that stopped him in the playoffs was a referee stepping on his foot.
All right, but look, Coach, that's the thing. I got him in the almost category. I got him, and he didn't just sign that major contract. I feel like Trae Young is gonna have a breakout year and get the respect that he has been deserving for averaging almost 30 for the last like 2 seasons. But because of how he's looked at as his star power and what he's looked at as far as like awards, et cetera, so forth, I can't put him above the guys that I have higher than him on the list. And so he's due for a breakout year, and I'm excited for him. Shout out to Ice Trae. All right.
Man, this guy put up 30 and 10 last year. Not this season. He put up 26 and 9, but he put up 30 and 10 in the playoffs. Right. And he was unstoppable, bowing on people. But we're gonna get back into that in a minute. Let's get through this list first, all right? So my number 6 is was it number 6?
Yeah, we're on number 6.
Yeah, because we got Melo, Ant-Man, Ja, and then number 6 will be Zion.
Ooh.
I got Zion at 6. And
yeah.
This is why.
Okay.
He's too small to be a power forward.
Okay.
And too big to be a shooting guard.
I don't know, but that was this guy named Charles Barkley that did all right at 6'6" playing power forward.
Yeah, but that was in the 80s.
Yeah, but
and there was nobody as quick as him in the 80s. There was no those power forwards weren't expected to score.
Well, what power forward beat you up? Well, what power forwards is as quick as Zion? I'll wait.
But they're long enough. That's all it is. They're long enough, and that's why I say he can't stop no other power forward.
Because didn't he have a crazy streak where he went on like 25 points a game or something, 20 points consecutively? He did something crazy this year. Something like Wilt Chamberlain never did it.
He a beast, but he's a little overweight,
Okay.
Shout out to cats that are trying to get their weight down. I feel him on that. Here in New Orleans, that food's really good down there. I get it.
Yeah. I lived there for 2 years, for sure.
And you had Hattiesburg, so you was right down the street anyway. So you already know.
Exactly. Random coaches show story, man. When I was like 5, I got lost in Mardi Gras. All right. I got lost in Mardi Gras. I swear, like, I probably was lost for like 3 minutes, but I swear it felt like 3 days. Like, I was a little kid. I was looking around. It was so many people. I ain't know where my mama was. Like, it was bad. It was bad. Random aside coach story. But yeah, so that's number 6. All right, Zion Williams. All right. Who you got number 5, coach?
Number 5, I got Jason Tatum. Jason.
Okay.
Tatum.
All right.
Mr. Give you 51 game, give you 15 the next.
But he still averaged like 20, 27.
Averaged like 25, 24.
Yeah.
Yeah. But and his team was definitely underwhelming in the playoffs.
Yeah, well, that's just Danny Ainge. Like, that wasn't like, I mean, like, it was just him and Jaylen Brown and like 3 plumbers or something. Like, Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah. Marcus Smart is a 6-man at best, and not be a starting point guard in the NBA, but Danny Ainge will not get a real team around. Well, he's gone now. Brad Stevens took over that job. So they're gonna have to get a new. Are they getting a new coach? Is he doing GM and coach?
Yeah, they already got the coach.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say because he need to be. I was gonna say he need to be fired. Just
it's some black dude. They're like an African name.
Okay, well, I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for everybody black.
Yeah.
So so you got Jason Tatum. Now you know that man just played on the Olympics, right?
And average 4 points a game against.
Well, I mean,
consistent in the Olympics too.
It was like KD. Everybody passed to KD and get out the way in the Olympics. So
right.
Yeah, I just knew it was over when we signed the dude off the Big Bang Theory.
Right.
I was like, I don't know who this dude is. We're about to get bronze. It's over with.
I think they made a Facebook post that the first person comment gets an invite. It was like that.
That man was scrolling, man. Golly. All right, so look. So as much as this pains me, you know what I mean? You know I got to rep for the home team. But the list was just too strong. So at number 5 for me, I got Devin Booker. I got D Book at number 5. Still a little inconsistent. I don't know if he'll ever be a defensive stalwart. And he's just a little inconsistent with the score. And Kyle Kuzma shot and made more threes than him last year. I just and I think he only shot like 32% from 3-point. So like that's just not gonna get it. You know, he had a couple playoff games where, especially like in the finals, where they needed him to step up, and Drew Holiday was just wearing like was just in his shorts, in his jersey, and he just could not get it rolling. And so, you know, no disrespect to D Book, he's an all-star, he's an Olympian, a gold medalist. Like I said, he's from the crib. Well, he's from Michigan, but he grew up with the high school in Mississippi. So, you know, any ties in Mississippi we repping. So I know like some people from Michigan. Look, he's from the crib, okay? But I'm rocking with D Book, but I gotta put him at number 5 on my list. All right. And I'm gonna jump straight into my number 4. And this where it got a little tricky at, because this is one of my favorite players on the list. I just like his game. I like his game. I like his demeanor. He's one of the best, if not the best shooter on the list. And he's a dog. Give me Donovan Mitchell.
Okay. So I'm also rocking with Spider at number 4. Yeah, I mean, you know, everything you say, he led that trash to what, the number 2 seed in the West.
Yes.
Like he led some trash. Like people talk Rudy Gobert, and yeah, you know, he's 7'3", and he blocks everything comes to the paint, but offensively he gets you nothing. And then, you know, their second best player offensively is some white guy named Ingles.
Yeah. Like you know how they say, like, when you have 2 quarterbacks, you have no quarterback. Same thing when you have 2 6 men. All right. If you got 2 men, that 6 men of the year, 1 and 2, that lets like either you ain't got your starters ain't producing enough. Why are they getting that many minutes? Why are they putting up that many shots? Or something. You know what I mean? And you look at that Jazz team, and a lot of people, even though they were winning really well in the regular season, a lot of people had already, you know, they weren't high in the playoff rankings, you know what I mean? Or they didn't have like high playoff odds to win series or definitely win the championship, because people knew them as frauds. Like they just, you know, they're a good regular season team. You know,
coach very well.
Yeah, get my boy some help, man. Hey, D Wade. Ain't D Wade like part ownership or something?
Now he is. Yep.
Yeah. D Wade, do your thing, man. Hey, you got some more run in you, cause Spider needs some help, man. Yeah, Gobert's a fraud and he killing them for like 180 million or something stupid like that.
Yep. Giving you 9 points a game
at the rim.
Right.
At the rim.
So I'm rocking with number 3. So number 3 is your guy, right?
Okay.
From the crib. I got Book at number 3.
Okay.
Right? And the reason why I got him at number 3 is, because maybe it's the Kobe comparisons. I personally don't see him being as good as Kobe. Like nowhere near that level as of yet. This is like his 6th season. He's gonna be going to his 6th season right now. I like the big plays in the playoff. He had some really, really big games in the finals. I done seen him go for 50 and 60 a couple of times. It is 70, right?
Yeah, the 70 joint.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I got him so high. I love anybody that can go get you $70.
For sure. Like I said, I just want to see a little more consistency out of. I feel like that he's just got another step to take. I feel like he's got another step to take as far as just like, like he went from a good player on a very bad team to now a really good player on a contending team. But like, especially as Chris Paul ages, it's time for him to step up into superstardom or to that higher tier. And so that's why I had him where I had him at. But definitely not a bad player. Like I said, he definitely not. I wouldn't mind going to war with D Book because he just that dog. That's what I like about him too. Like he got that Mississippi in him. Like Paul George was talking trash. He like, dog, what you trying to do? You know what I mean? Like he was about to fight. The MVP. They had got into it. Jokic. Yeah, like he like I seen you back to Armenia with a good Mississippi head scrubbing. And so, I like that dog in him. You know what I mean? Like, I definitely respect his game. Like I said, I want him to get a little better at shooting, and specifically the 3. And I want him to be a little more consistent because some nights he come out and get you 50, and some nights, like I said, he Drew Holiday just.
Like I said, but that's one thing about that is he this year had a good team around him. So last year he was getting you 50 pretty much every night. You know what I'm saying? Because he had no choice.
Got you. All right, so I'm gonna go with my number 3. I'm gonna go with my number 3, and these and my number 3, 4, and 5. This is gonna round out what's my all-star category, and I'm gonna go with Jason Tatum. Give me Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum. All 3 of these guys. And honestly, like I like Donovan Mitchell more. If I was a GM, I probably would take Donovan Mitchell before I take Jason Tatum. Just for personal reasons, nothing really. You know what I mean? Whatever. Dark skin, like I don't know what it is, but I just like his game more. But but I gotta for the list, for integrity, for my sports mind, I gotta go with Jason Tatum, number 3. Jason Tatum is by far the best defender out of all these on the list. By far, he is the only player on the list that you don't hide. All right. Everybody else on this list, maybe besides Zion, but everybody else on this list, go find the white boy that stands in the corner and shoot and just stay with him. You know what I mean? Because I don't want you guarding the team's best player. We talked about this earlier. Jason Tatum really doesn't have a great team around him. Danny Ainge, I'm sure they're glad he's retired because he don't want to spend no money in free agency. He don't want to bring in the top guys. And so, Jason Tatum been really, him and Jaylen Brown. And we talked about Jaylen Brown earlier too, how Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are the same players. They just
exact same player. Pretty much the same position.
Yeah. And so they really need to put a team around them. But these guys, like I said, they're in my all-star tier, and like they're in those guys are perennial all-stars. So every year, like from now on, as long as they healthy, they playing like they playing, they should be on the all-star team consistently. And so they're in that all-star tier. Jason Tatum is the best among them out of Tatum, Booker, and Mitchell. And so I got Jason Tatum at number 3 on this side.
All right.
At number 3.
So I'm gonna go ahead and go number 2, and this is what people ain't gonna like, and I don't care. I do not care. I got Luka at number 2. Yeah, I got the Great White Hope at number 2. Everybody trying to push this narrative on us. No wrong, he can hoop. You know what I'm saying? He can definitely hoop. I'm not saying he can't hoop. Right? Yeah. But what I'm gonna say is his hooping don't necessarily translate to wins.
Okay. Well, I mean, they do got Chris injured Porzingis.
Hey,
as his number 2 guy.
Look, this is what I'm gonna say. Like I said, I think he's an amazing talent, right? Yeah. I do think he's an amazing talent. He hit a nice little game winner on the Clippers last year, sent him home, right? Yeah. But he doesn't play defense that well. Yeah, he doesn't. At all. And for his size, he ain't got no excuse for not being able to play defense well.
I don't know, but I feel like your number 1 player ain't gonna be playing a great defense neither.
What you mean? I have no idea what you're talking about. My number 1 player is definitely very improved at defense. I got Luka the Dunn at number 2 because I feel like they try to push that narrative because for them, they need a white boy to represent the NBA. They ain't had one that really represent the NBA since. I mean, we'll say Dirk, but really since Larry Bird, that's when they really had a white guy that represented the NBA. And this is that's the narrative.
Let's go with Bird because Dirk definitely even when he won the championship, he still was like behind like Tim Duncan and KG.
And every other power forward in position.
Yeah. So
keep going.
And so so I'm gonna go with Zion number 2. I'm gonna go with Zion number 2. Zion surprised me. Like Zion is instant offense. He is a man amongst boys. Like that athleticism is like crazy because he just gets buckets. Now, what I do want to see Zion improve on is I want to see him crash the boards a little harder because people are drawing out the Charles Barkley comparisons, but I don't feel like that Zion hits the boards like Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley was 6'4", averaging 13 rebounds a game. Zion is 6'6", averaging like 6 rebounds a game. And so I do want to.
He gave you 7 last year, 7 a game last year.
Okay. Hey, moving on up. So I will. I got Zion in the phenom category. For the most part, Zion has lived up to everything that they wanted him to be.
Oh, lost your camera, coach.
All right, you gotta cut it back on for me. I got the battery reminder. You gotta cut it back on for me.
I might have to make you back host then.
I'm about to grab it. Hold on. All right, boom. So can we agree on that?
Oh, yeah, we still are. I will say that, but one thing about it is he can't dribble that well. He can't shoot that well. He can't pass that well. And he shoots 7% from the field because all his shots are 6 feet away from the basket. And that worries me when you 6'6" and all your shots 6 feet from the basket.
Hey, look, you seen what he did to Giannis, okay? He put Giannis on his back and gave him that work too.
But
So
I also see Giannis grab that ball of the sky on him too a couple times.
yeah, but he took that thing from Giannis and dunked it too. So either way, those two are some of the best players in the league. But like I said, Zion has lived up to everything that they expected him to be. Nobody expected him to be, to have Kyrie handles or Chris Paul's mid range or Steph Curry's three. They wanted him to get downhill. They wanted him to make dunks. They wanted him to be in the paint. And that's what he's doing. That's where he's making a record. And like I said, Zion is a phenom. He's lived up to the hype. And you don't say that much. And I did this reluctantly because I really wasn't like huge on a Zion fan. I'm a big fan of that guy from Akron. And when you start mentioning players, in his name, in his ilk, and I'm just like, nah, don't put that pressure on them kids like that. But for the most part, Zion has really lived up to it. So that's why he's number 2 for me.
Okay, yeah. And who's your number 1?
All right, give me the Great White Hope.
Trash. All right,
Give me the Great White Hope. Our number ones were traded for each other.
Right.
And like I said, like we talked about when you brought him up, Luka really just doesn't have a great team around him, but his bag is serious. He went in the playoff against the best defensive backcourt since Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, and got on their head, like literally dropped 40, 50 on, the guy who 2-3 years ago they said was the best player in the world, and playoff P, not even pandemic P. And so
it took an L.
Yes, with Tim Hardaway Jr.
Hey man, that's 15 points a game right there. I ain't trying to hear nothing. That's 15 points a game.
Yeah. And so I got Luka Doncic as my number 1. If I was starting a team, I had to take Luka. And on a list full of black players, I got the white man number 1. But I gotta give props to Duke.
Oh, okay, ECP. Yeah.
I gotta give.
Do you see how they brainwash you? They brainwash you, my brother. They are brainwashing you.
I gotta give props.
I'm gonna catch you running around with a snowflake in a minute. I already know, just like that. That's how it starts. Not
now, not ever. But look, and like I said, Luka is like MVP candidate every year. You know what I mean? Like he's at this point he's established himself as a perennial MVP candidate. He was actually preseason to win it this year. I'm sure he's gonna be high in the preseason ranking MVP. And so, you're looking to a new level. Like I said, I got him as in my phenom category. That the higher level, the higher tier, when if LeBron ever retires, or if KD ever retires, or if James Harden, whenever these guys get out, like it's gonna be Luka and Zion's league. They're gonna make it like Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. I can already see it now. But so I got Luka at my number 1. Who you got number 1, bro? I have no idea.
You already know. And if it's gonna be any of that kind of talk you're talking about, it's gonna be between Luka and the guy that got traded for, which is Trae Young, right?
Okay.
Like my whole thing is, bro, I wish Luka had a better team, and I wish Trae wouldn't step on that ankle, because I felt like that would have been the perfect matchup for the finals.
All right, so look, before you get into it,
go ahead.
Before you get into it, I just want, these are the facts, and I'm gonna give you the flow once I lay out the facts. Trae Young, all right, no All-Star appearances, okay. All right, I'm gonna let. Huh?
That's wrong. He was an All-Star starter last year.
Okay, hold on. Okay, All-Star starter last year?
He was an All-Star starter. Was number 2 in voting.
Hold on. Okay, my bad. He got snubbed this year, right? Didn't he get snubbed this year?
He got snubbed because the other 15 players he had a high scoring average. The top 15 scorers in the league were all stars, and he got snubbed.
Okay, so I misspoke, but yeah, so definitely didn't make the All-Star team, didn't make the Olympic team. All right, no All NBAs. All right, man, help me out. All right, because it's looking like Trae Young is not getting the respect from his peers and from the voters that you feel like he should get. So make his case right now.
Right. So, like I said, Trae Young definitely has an all-star. He was an all-star last year. He was voted, like I said, he was number 3 in voting. He was right behind, I think it was LeBron and stuff last year. Were the two that were number 1, number 2? We're talking about 2020.
I think it was LeBron and Giannis, because remember Giannis picked that trash team.
Yeah. Right. But Trae was number 3 in voting. So
okay.
This proves that. Secondly, he also should have been on one of the All NBA teams last year, because out of the point guards, he led all the point guards in scoring last year.
Okay.
And he was number 2 in assists last year.
For sure.
Behind Russ in assists.
Yeah.
Or was it with LeBron? It was one. He was number 2 last year though in assists.
Okay.
So, that's politics. That's all it is. That's the only reason I make because of politics, because and you know, the analysts have been wrong about Trae nonstop, right?
Yeah, and he continued to prove them wrong.
But you know, I like that because every time somebody doubt him, he does get to prove them wrong. You gotta realize this guy averaged 40 points a game in high school, and was number 36 in the nation. that like he played with that kind of chip on his shoulder, because every time I do that, they went to college and you know, was the first player ever to lead the nation in scoring and assists.
I remember that Oklahoma year. I remember that.
Right, and then he came to NBA, and the first half of the season he was trash. I ain't gonna say he was trash. He was very inconsistent the first half of the season. That second half, he made a run and being rookie of the year, but obviously Luka, you know, had everybody sold up, right?
So look, all right, so Kyle Kuzma made more threes this year than Trae Young. Talk about it.
Well, you know this is the thing about it though. Kyle Kuzma was playing off the ball, right? Trae gets all his threes on ball. Like, and I think that's one thing he's going to develop in this offseason, how to play off the ball, kind of like how Steph Curry can play off the ball.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason why he made more threes is because he has the ball in his hand when he's shooting threes.
Well, yeah. Well, look, with Kevin Huerter as the number 2 option, you know, it ain't gonna be a lot of like it's like Trae or bust.
Right.
And so
at one point, but this season, you know, we actually have a lot of help. Matter of fact, I think we might have been like okay, so the numbers are slanted because after February, when we got rid of our old coach, which, by the way, the reason why Trae wasn't on the Olympic team is because his former head coach was the assistant coach on the Olympic team.
Oh my.
So it was players that were tweeting, LP, do the right thing. And he was like, nah. I'm not gonna do the right thing.
Let me get this guy that sweep the floors in San Antonio. Because we just passing the ball to KD anyway. So
yeah. which by the way, I think Trae would do a good job passing the ball to KD. And honestly, he probably won't win the program.
He probably would have shot it.
Yeah, he would definitely got buckets too. But he's a playmaker first though. So that's the thing, you know, like ever since he's been in the league, he's been in the top 3 in assists every single year.
Okay. Hey, listen, you can't go wrong with none of these people on this list. Right? You can't go wrong. All these guys ball. And so, but you know, like I said, I love Trae, but You know, I feel like he almost there. I feel like this year he's gonna step into that perennial all-star category where, you know, he's about to start garnering the respect. I talked about it earlier. I remember like 2016 when Dame, after his like third all-star appearance, and like he was like, yeah, I'm supposed to be here. And like he just kind of like a switch kind of changed where he was like, nah, like I'm a perennial all-star. I'm here every year. I'm one of those guys. And I feel like Trey is gonna have that moment because right now he's still, you know, disrespected to a lower to a degree as far as how he's looked at.
It's Atlanta, that's why. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, nationally you don't pay attention to Atlanta. That's the same reason why I went to the playoffs. And I said what was I'm gonna find this post, bro.
Uh-huh.
At the beginning of the season, I said the Hawks look real Eastern Conference finalish.
Yeah.
I said it.
Yeah.
And you were like, all right. and then we started out really bad. And I was like, I'm gonna be quiet. Like I ain't say.
Jamal Stradamus. That's what I'm about to call you.
Hey, but like I said, and literally, bro, because the national media was able to see Trey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that part of picking Trey, you know what I'm saying? Because nobody got a chance to see him in the playoffs. And then he started having 30 and 10. So he went to the Knicks, and everybody said we was going to lose to the Knicks, which is crazy to me because I don't know what real hoopers thought that the Hawks were going to lose to the Knicks besides Knicks fans. Like, I didn't get it, right?
They just, the league just wants the Knicks to be good for whatever reason.
So bad, bro.
I don't know why.
Because it's the matchup.
I mean, that ain't, listen, the Garden is going to be popping whether the Knicks is trash or not. Like,
correct.
The Garden is just the Garden. So, because, you know, even like the Carmelo years, like the Knicks was like over average. Like the hottest thing during the Carmelo years was insanity. And it was still the Garden. You know what I mean? So, you know, they need to just give it up. When they fired that the coach, I can't remember his name off the top, the black coach that they fired last year, he was like, how I'm gonna win with a team with all fours and no guards. Yeah, that boy had RJ Barry playing point guard.
Right, it's crazy out here, bro. So when we you know dropped them out, that was gonna be simple. I knew it was gonna happen. You know, and it gave them a bow at the end. You know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A real showman. Like, hey, you know, I'm you know, that's what happens in New York. I see a lot of shows that they bow at the end, right?
Yeah.
And then went to Philly, and they were like, oh, Philly gonna blast y'all. I was like, it's gonna be tough. First game, punch him in the face. Like, hold on, whoa. I didn't know you were gonna swing first, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we beat them in 7. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we showed a lot of heart and grit. And nobody stopped Trey that series at all. You know what I'm saying? Trey stopped stuff in game 7. Like, shots weren't falling in game 7. But that's the only game in that series that he didn't, you know, necessarily show up. And it wasn't a show because it was shots that he normally takes. It just wasn't going in. You know, it happens sometimes, but you know, we had the you know the great Red Hope. You know, come through there. And then we come through, and then we got you know, won a couple of games against Milwaukee, who eventually won the championship, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Tanisha? Thanks for checking in. You know, we doing man talk right now. You can jump in if you want to, but definitely, you know, it was the series of tie 1-1. The Hawks were in complete control in game 3. Even before Giannis got hurt, complete control. They were up 12. Trey had 35 by the third quarter. You know, towards the end of the third quarter, he was going for 50. There was nothing anybody could do. Drew Holiday is one of the best one-on-one fenders in the league. He really showed that because how he guarded Book. Could do nothing with Trey. They had nobody to guard at all.
Yeah.
So what they do? Put a referee out there.
All right, look. So let me give you my my favorite Trae Young moment. And my favorite Trae Young moment since we own him.
What up, Mike? What's going on, big dog?
The what was the little summer league game, not the summer, the little whatever little league it was playing in. He was playing against the dude that wasn't in the league, some rec league guy, and the dude was talking smack in the little clip, and Trae was like, "What league he play in?" And dude was just like steady talking smack.
Who is this guy?
Yeah. He's like, "What league you play in?" And so Trae comes off off a screen, gets the inbound, gives him a head fake. Dude jumps out the gym. Trae steps, leans to the side, game from 30 feet, and just looked at him like.
He was like cross, head fake, side step, ball game. I see you later.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, I know in his dude's mind, he was like, damn, he really that good.
Yeah, because Trae looked like an 8th grader. Like, if I'm getting did by a 5'10" little skinny kid with a receding hairline, I'm gonna be mad too.
It's thin. It's thin. Yeah. Hey, you know it's not. Hey, you know it's not thin though.
Yeah.
The Hawks' future. Looking real thick.
Yeah. Good thing we ain't talking about the Falcons tonight. But
oh yeah, we're gonna have that conversation. We talk about the Cowboys too. We're gonna have that conversation. But before we get out of here, gotta give a special shout out to Nove, right? Nove LLC.
The home team.
Just made the Inc. 5,000 list. I don't think people know the importance of that. That means over the last 3 years, Nove is one of the 5,000 fastest growing companies in America, right? Out of 7 million businesses. But they're not even 5,000. They're 2,300. That means instead of being top 0.7%, they're in the top 0.35%. That means that 99.65% of businesses aren't growing as fast as Nove.
185% growth during the pandemic. Nasty.
Nove has doubled their income, has doubled their revenue every year in the last 3 years.
Man. Man, talk that talk.
Man. So, shout out to a couple of our mentors and friends. Mr. Haziq Ali, Mr. Rico McDaniel McCambry, and Mrs. Shanae McCambry. They definitely share the vision. Me and my guy probably wouldn't have met if it wasn't for those good people. But we're just getting started. The dope part is that we're actually on the leadership advisory team of an Inc. 5,000 company.
That's amazing.
Which means that we literally helped a company get into the Inc. 5,000.
Brick by brick, baby.
Hey, we out here. We just getting started, y'all. We're just getting started. So look, if you need help with your finances, whether it's personal credit, business funding, real estate investment education, consumer financing, make sure you get with either me or Bowens. I'm going to drop.
Oh, and don't forget the trucking.
Oh yeah, definitely the trucking.
Don't forget the trucking.
Bowens got the trucking masterclass too. If you got any questions about either one of those, reach out to either one of us. I'm gonna drop my link for my website. You can book on my calendar. He's gonna send me over his link, so I can drop his link too. Whoever y'all feel more comfortable talking to, reach out to us. We'll talk about it and figure out, see what makes sense. And this is something light tonight, y'all. It's the first episode. It's something light. We ain't want to go too hard tonight. About some of our other feelings about some other things, some real talk. But get used to it. We're gonna be doing this often. And I already know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go ahead and say it out loud because I like to speak things to existence. We're gonna get picked up by Black Effect because two black men doing things like this, we're gonna get picked up. I already know. So, yeah, we got anything, Coach, before we get out of here?
And listen, man, just like I always say, make sure your choices reflect your faith and not your fears, man. And remember, you're a lot closer to success than you ever knew you were. This is right outside your comfort zone, baby.
Okay. With that being said, make sure you do something today that your future you will be proud of. I'm gonna say again, do something today that your
Right
future
now.
you will be proud of. That's a rich moving message. You gotta stop the stress.